Hey guys, welcome back to Brandon Does Barbecue. On this episode, I want to show you how I break down a whole beef tenderloin to get those perfect cuts that you know as filet mignon. Now, the benefits with getting a whole beef tenderloin is you save quite a bit of money. So, this one is a 7-pound tenderloin. It was $10.79 a pound. Not sure how many steaks I'm gonna get out of it quite yet, but what I do know is if you were to go and buy filet mignon like already cut, you're normally around here paying about $18 a pound. So you'll save money, you'll get more steaks, it's worth the work. So let's get started. All right, so the first thing we're gonna do to our tenderloin is trim off all the silver skin and all the fat. It can be a little tedious, so get yourself a good boning knife, take your time, do it right. So let's get started. So all of this silver skin right here, this stuff it's almost like leather. So you really want to make sure you take your time, you get it all off, because, I mean, you can't even break that. It's tough stuff. So on this tenderloin, there is a separate muscle right here that I believe they call the chain. We're not gonna have that on our filet, we're just gonna separate it and just put it to the side. You could save it for grinding meat, you could make burgers with it, you know, whatever you would normally do with ground beef. As you can see, we got our chain off, so we're gonna go ahead and put it to the side. We'll grind it up for something later. Now let's continue on this piece. We still got more silver skin, a little more fat here, so just keep on at it. So now we have this other separate muscle. We're going to go ahead and remove that. You can see there's just a little membrane holding it on there. Just go ahead and cut with that. And once again, do not throw it away because it'll make really good grinding meat for later. Alright, now you got this end piece. If you look at it, obviously it is way too small to make into a good steak, so I'm going to go ahead and make a cut right about here. And we'll put that into our grinding pile. Alright, so we got our chain off, we cut the tail off, we got most of that silver skin off. So what you're left with is just this nice, perfect cylindrical tenderloin. So now we're going to go ahead and get it cut into steaks. Now, thickness wise, it's really all on preference, but generally for a filet I would probably say around 2 inches. I like them nice and thick, so let's go ahead and do that. So we're gonna go right around that thickness. I feel it looks good. And you can just see, beautiful petite filet. That one I'll go ahead and grind up. Dang, look at those. Those things are beautiful. All right, now that we got these beautiful fillets all trimmed up and prepped, we're gonna go ahead and cook it. I'm thinking we'll keep it simple. Salt, pepper, do a reverse sear. We'll get the oven at a low temperature, like 250. Get them up to around 110 degrees, and we'll throw them on a nice piping hot skillet, get a good crust, and hopefully we'll have a delicious meal. So let's do it. Alright, so I took the 4 best ones out of that cut. We're going to go ahead and do a little bit of olive oil as the binder. Go ahead and hit it with a little bit of kosher salt. And some black pepper. Alright, we got these bad boys seasoned up. Now we're going to go ahead and get yourself a cooling rack and place your steaks on that cooling rack. Now go ahead and place them in the oven at 250 degrees, and we'll come back when it hits an internal temperature around 110 degrees. Now, using this cooling rack, I would recommend you put a cookie sheet in the oven just so the juices drip on there. Unless you like a messy oven, then go for it, but I don't. Now make sure you get yourself a wireless thermometer because it would be a shame to overcook these beautiful cuts of steak. Alrighty. And now we wait. Alright, so I planned on taking them off around 110 degrees. Kind of lost track of time, it's 1:15. It'll be alright. We're going to go ahead and get these out and get the skillet fired up. Alright, we got our skillet on high heat, so we're going to start with a drizzle of olive oil. And we got about 2 tablespoons of butter and a couple cloves of garlic. It's going to get smoky. And go ahead and get your steak sauce. Alright, so we just got these off the skillet about 5 minutes ago. We let them rest for a little bit. On the skillet, we had them on there for about 2 minutes per side, try to get a little bit of crust, get those temperatures up. So I think I waited long enough. I'm ready to cut into one of these things. I'm ready to eat. So let's do that. Alright, let's see what we're working with. It's so tender. That's why filet mignon is like deep fried stuff. Such a tender cut. It almost melts in your mouth, no kidding. When you do them, keep them simple, like just salt and pepper, perfect seasoning, and then yeah, you gotta get that butter and that garlic in that pan. Just kind of spoon it on there. Oh, you know, it's a little bit of work, but it's really worth it for what you get out of it, and you save a lot of money. Like I said, that tenderloin is about 10 bucks a pound. If you go and buy the fillets already pre-cut, you're paying close to 18, at least around here. So I mean, you save quite a bit, and everyone likes to save some money. Alright guys, I appreciate you watching. If you like what you saw, like, subscribe, and all that jazz, and I'll see you next time.